Hi y'all, today I just wanted to talk all things Hobonichi because Hobonichi is launching their 2026 planners in a few days, and they spent the whole month of August kind of like teasing and previewing their launch for next year, and it just gets you like really hyped for next year. And I just thought I would share kind of my Hobonichi system as somebody who's been a Hobonichi user since 2017, which is crazy. I just thought I would share my perspective. It's not that interesting. I'm pretty minimal. I just use a weeks and the 5 year, and then I have a junk journal as well. I use a composition notebook as a junk journal, and that's kind of like my journaling ecosystem, I guess. If you want to see all of my Hobonichis, I think I just did like an overview flip through of my entire collection from 2017 to now. So I will try and have that linked if you want to check it out. But I thought I would just kind of share my Hobonichis right now if you want to see. Because I am definitely part of the cult. I don't like use mine as like optimized as possible. I'm really not that busy. I barely use the months, but I do like to kind of like content plan or like trip plan. And then I just did like a stencil here, and I'm gonna try and do like a color around each month. But yeah, I don't really use it that well. But yeah, my weeks, I just kind of do day specific things, and then I'll do a running to do list on the right hand side. So cool. And then if I don't do anything, because again, I'm really not that busy, I'll just try and fill in with art. Again, I'm like so many blank pages. I really kind of fell off the map this year. Um, so yeah, you can see I don't really use mine to its best ability, but I'm trying to get better. It's this week. And then in the back, there's just some notes. This is my audiobook list, which I kind of want to update. I just finished this book. Um, it's not colored in, I didn't finish it, or I'm still working on it. But yeah, I'm an audiobook girly for sure. And then just like random stuff back here. I never fill up the back pages, so I can't really see myself ever getting a week's. Like there's so many blank pages still. So yeah, that's kind of how I use my weeks, just as a running to-do list. And then if I have any day specific items, I'll do that. And then I keep track of my audiobooks, and I want to like use it to get my life together. But that's asking a lot of a little planner. I love the cherry print. I think it's so cute. I can't decide what I want to get for 2026. The Yumi one is really cute, and then the strawberry milk one is really cute, and the yellow like full moon one is really cute. So I don't know, but that's my weeks. Not very exciting. And then this is my 5 year, which is my favorite journal ever. I love it so much. I've got this red cover on it, and it gets so dirty and so beat up. I'm so glad I have a cover on this. I have a little like has my phone number on it. Spilled some ink. Has like the year at a glance, and then it has a little section for each day of the year for 5 years. So you can do like a little, I think it's 10 lines. So it's really kind of attainable. Here's a good look. It goes all the way from 23 to 27, and then the whole right side of the book or the page is blank, other than the little like Japanese writing here in the corner. So I challenged myself to not add a lot of layers because it's a 5 year journal and I didn't want to make it too bulky. So I try and only do like pen, paper, paint. Sometimes I will add washi tape or stickers. This is a sticker. And pictures. I like to add pictures into my journal too. But if I do, I'll use transparent sticker paper, here we go. So you can kind of see through it, and it's really thin, so it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the journal, which I love. So yeah, I try and be mindful. Like I will add washi tape and stuff and stickers here and there, but if I want to add pictures, I'll print it on the transparent sticker paper. But most of the time, like I said, I really challenge myself to do like pen, paper, paint, and not add layers. And so I do a lot of like word art. This was fun. This was one of those like paint and sip events, and then I just copied it into my journal. Um, X's pictures covered up with stickers. Sometimes like I just don't finish. I don't know. Again, pictures covered up with stickers, washi tape, and paint. One was fun. This was really fun. It's like the whole page is 2024 leap year, and I got a leap year and only one. So, and then like traced my hand and did this. I think it turned out really cute, and it took up the whole page. Love it. This is like a Chris Stapleton song. I like block letters, they're easy. And I like rainbow, more pictures. Sometimes I just don't finish. This year I got really bad. There's a lot of blank space, and so there's like a lot of just filler things. Moving. Did not write as much this year, but it is kind of cool because you can like see where you were 3 years ago, like what you were feeling 3 years ago. And it's kind of fun and like sweet to like look back on those memories, but also if you have any bad habits. Oh, my corn letters, I need to finish that. Um, Bad habits, you have to kind of address them, or not address them, just look at them. I don't know. Yeah, it's really fun. I feel like it's an attainable little section of like either words. A lot of it is just word vomit. I didn't think I was going to share this journal on the internet because I don't know, people are weird. I don't want you reading my journal. Play just completely blank, and I try not to make myself like feel guilty if I leave something blank. It happens. That's part of life. That tells a story also. Um, Trying to get better. Yeah, it's really fun. I would probably grab this book in a fire. Like, it's that special to me, and it's something I would recommend to anybody, and something I want to like continue doing. I'm halfway through this book right now, so I don't know. It's just become like last 2.5 years. It's almost become habit to do this journal. I don't know. And even though my life is literally so boring, like people comment, they're like, I want a journal, but my life is so boring. My life is so boring, y'all. Look at all these like blank pages. I'll worry about it next year. That's the thing. It's a 5 year journal. We have 5 years to complete this, and like we're just um, picking off a little section at a time. And you can see like how your art progresses, how your life is progressing, if it's not progressing, which is usually my experience. That's why a 5 year journal, like like you see patterns in yourself. So cute. I love it. Like I said, I love this journal so much. I don't try and put too much pressure on myself, but this is just kind of how I use it. When I first got it, there wasn't that much. Oh, this page is completely blank. There wasn't that much about it, like that many videos. So I just thought I would share how I use mine. I get a lot of inspiration off Pinterest. I want to add more pictures. I like doing these little like plane tickets. One was fun. Kermie. And this is kind of like where we are right now. This is my pencil board. We're caught up. This is my pencil board. It's just the A5 Astro Boy one. I like it because it's shiny. And then this is just a spare piece of Hobonichi paper that I kind of wrap my pencil board in. And this is like what I use behind the page that I'm like currently working on. Um, I'll clip my pencil board back there, and then it gives me, I don't have nails, like a nice surface to write on. And then it catches any like um, overspray or whatever, so it doesn't get on the next page. So yeah, I like the pencil boards. I have a bunch of them. This is just the one I'm using right now. Um, I also try and be aware of what like pens and paints I'm using because this Hobonichi paper is like really thin. It's durable, and it's like beautiful, but it is really thin. So I just try and make sure I'm using the right pens and stuff. This is our like yearly trip to Orlando. I need to print all these pictures. I'm so far behind. Oops, I'm stuck. One of my favorites. He's so creepy. Another one of my favorites. It's like shiny. And then in the back of the book, I was doing like New Year's resolutions, but I didn't do that for this year, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There she is. That is my 5 year Hobonichi and my Hobonichi weeks. And then I was also looking at getting the drawer pouches. Oh my god, this looks so dirty. Oh no, so gross. This is the large drawer pouch. Kind of hard to see. I used it as a makeup bag. It's got so much room in it. Oh, look at another pouch. Pouch within a pouch. You can see how dirty it is. I use this one as a makeup bag. I've never really found a good use for this one. I think this is the small drawer pouch. This is the large drawer pouch. And then I'm actually using the other one. This is my mini backpack, my purse, everything backpack. And kind of a mess right now. Could have been more prepared. But I use the any drawer pouch as kind of a purse organizer. I've got a hair clipped to the handle, and then most of the time I just kind of like leave it open inside of my bag, so I can just kind of like dig around in here. But I also can close it so that nothing falls out. In the back little like slip pocket, I have a phone charger, a little pharmacy, and a fan. And it's like a charger and a little flashlight. And then on the inside, I have like makeup, eyeliner. I'm a winged eyeliner girl, so you never know when you need to touch it up. I'm also really oily, so some powder, oily and sweaty deodorant. I love this one from the Dollar Tree. It like rolls on, and it's really tiny. And then a little red lip gloss if I want to zhuzh it up. Got tweezers and a little fingernail clipper just for emergencies, band-aids, wipes, all my library cards. I collect library cards. Got little glasses, wipe, and some gum. I think there's like change and NyQuil and DayQuil in here. Then I've got all of my like extra cards, extra bank cards and stuff, and then like random gift cards and stuff. and then a little bit of cash, not much. And that's my kind of like purse organizer. Like I said, I kind of just leave it open most of the time, but it does close even with like all that stuff in there. Oops, there we go. Look at that. That's crazy. It literally is like a junk drawer in a pouch. And it fits perfectly, look at that, in my mini backpack. Again, just go like this and go. Beautiful. That's how I use the Ane drawer pouch. This is my little toiletries case, and it's like my stappo dupe. I'll try and link it on Amazon. It's so dirty right now. I took off the like little label that was on there, and I added my own patch. So cute. And it's just like covered in paint. I've used this little thing for years, and it just kind of like sits on my desk. I will take it with me. It has this little handle. Like I said, it was a toiletries pouch. And I like that it has zippers instead of the Velcro like the Hobonichi one. And it used to have like a little hook here so that like you could hang it in your bathroom or whatever. And like I said, it was a toiletries pouch, but I use it for stationery and it's like literally perfect. It's my favorite thing ever. It's like my Stappo dupe. My least favorite thing is that this like mesh ripped, but like I said, it used to have a hook up here so you could hang it, but I cut that off and then I just use this for like fine liners or different pens, just kind of like mixes whenever or like it changes depending. In this little pouch, I have random like three-dimensional tools, I guess tools. This is a pencil sharpener slash eraser from the Dollar Tree. I also have a whiteout, sorry, and some extra staples, and those all just kind of fit in here. And then it's got kind of this main compartment. It does have a little like divider and there's Velcro on the side so you can take it out if you want, but I just left it in there. You can see how much stuff it holds. It's got this clear pouch in the front and then it's also got this little area down here which perfectly fits two glue sticks. I've got two glue sticks hidden in there. Always need a backup glue. Got this clear pouch in the front and I just keep a watercolor brush, a regular pencil, white gel pen, and then some Prismacolor color pencils. They're so nice. This yellow is clearly my favorite. And they just fit perfectly in this little pouch. I have a little mini stapler in case I want to attach three-dimensional objects into my journal. This is a mini journal. Like, look at how tiny it is. Fits in the palm of your hand, but it's like so chunky. It's from Zequence, I think the brand is. And I mainly just use it to like wipe off my paintbrush or like test pens and stuff. And then I'll turn those backgrounds into like actual pages. So it really is just like a junk journal, a purse journal. There is some like fun, good art. Well, not like good, but there's some good pages in here. But really, it's just like a trash journal. Oh, not trash journal. Purse journal? Junk journal? Like literally a junk journal. No, it's just so cute. I love it. So many pages. It's so small and chunky. So that fits perfectly in here. I also have a watercolor palette. This I think is Dilutions. And then I added some like metallics in here. Fits perfectly. And like I said, I have this little water brush, which needs to be cleaned, but there's just like water and the brush all in one, so you don't need to carry around water or whatever. And then I've got little washi samples, washi cards. These are from Hobonichi as well. They're like little photo albums, and I just use it to hold like stationery. It's such a mess. It's such like a catch-all. over the years. Here's some stickers I thought would be cute. Here's another Hobonichi little photo album. This one is card size, so they're like smaller. I have tons of like sticker flakes and smaller little things in here. It's just so random. Just anything and everything that I might want or need while out on the road. And then I also have my Hobonichi Weeks fits in here. Like that's my favorite part, is that it fits in here perfectly, even with all of this stuff. And you can see the divider. That's why I keep the divider in there. Like it fits so much stuff. I have this random stuff in here. I don't know. It's kind of a mess, but I love that. I also have a pair of scissors. Like, look at how perfectly the scissors fit in there. Oh, love it. So yeah, this is my like stappo dupe. It was just a toiletries pouch off Amazon. I'll try and have it linked. But yeah, it was a little bit cheaper, and I like the zippers instead of. Oops, I forgot to put the stapler back in there. I like the zippers instead of the Velcro. And then like it literally just sits open on my desk like this. I can look through all of my stuff. It's all here at hands level. And then if I did want to go anywhere, it just zips up and we're ready to go. So this is like one of my favorite things, and you can see it's well loved and well used. So yeah, that's part of my, I guess, Hobonichi. It's a Hobonichi dupe. Faux isn't that what they call it? But like it fits the weeks perfectly. So I don't know. I don't know. It's meant to be. Look at that. Perfect, right? Okay, so yeah, that's kind of my like journaling ecosystem. I've got my weeks inside my faux stappo, and then I've got my 5-year journal, which I try and do every single day. Um, and then I have a junk journal, and that's my journaling ecosystem. And then I also, like I said, use the whatever, that drawer pouch as a purse organizer. So yeah, that's kind of my Hobonichi collection for 2025. The drawer pouch, weeks, my faux stappo, and my 5-year.